Activating energy. Okay, repeat after me. I am that energy that uplifts the room. I am a light worker from womb to tomb. I am so gifted and blessed. I'm grateful. I am so full of loving. Everybody, welcome to this full moon in Libra session, the pink moon, April 1st. And I decided that I'm not going to give you guys a reading. I'm just going to let you guys figure it out on your own. I mean, it's a full moon. It's illuminating things. It should be shining a light on things. So I just stopped in here to tell you guys good luck. Of course, it's April Fool's. Y'all see the damn cards here. Y'all said, is she stupid? She shouldn't have set up the cards if she wanted to fool us with that. Anyway, I just thought it'd be cute to start off the session with April Fool's, but yeah, I should have thought that joke out. Anyway, welcome all my April babies, and I'm one of them. Happy birthday shout out to Late Night, my sister, whose birthday is today. Also a shout out to one of my brothers in spirit, Ismail Bangora. He's also having a birthday today. So shout out to the April Fool's babies. I heard somebody told me that it's very rare to be born on April 1st. So you guys should consider yourselves unique and rare. So it's a little noisy here. Y'all would not believe it's the wee hours of the morning and my kids are up. Yes. Welcome to the jungle. So I really didn't plan out having this session like this. I thought that I was going to be able to have a full, like from top to bottom session, because this full moon is very important. It's so potent that I almost went live yesterday, like emergency live. Like I was just going to send out a message to you guys like, find me. I'm getting on right now. There's some important stuff you need to hear in regards to this full moon. But something in me said, hold on. What you could do is give them it in parts. Because I feel like there's certain parts that are meant for certain people and certain parts that are meant for others. So in this case, I'm starting with the pick-a-pal. But there's also going to be a collective read. There's also going to be a guided, some guided breath work and affirmations. And I'm going to give you your 5 tips like I always do and tell you about the full moon. But that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to tell you about full moons and the sign of Libra and what this specific full moon is going to mean for this collective. Then you will have to go to part 2 in order to get the collective read, the 5 tips. And I'm trying to think if I'm going to do the breath work in part 2 or make that another separate thing. I might just incorporate it in part 2 because, pick-a-pals take so much time. So anyway, we are in this full moon energy. Those of you that are new here, the full moon illuminates. It comes through every month to shine a light on the shit you did not purge. The things you are still letting hang on to your energy and the things that you're hanging on to or not letting go of. Same thing, right? I meant it in 2 different ways. Like you're hanging on to someone or someone's hanging on to you and you're not letting them go. But either way, you get the point. So the full moon is going to bring to the surface things that were buried, things that were hidden, things that were overlooked so that they could be looked at. And with it being in the sign of Libra, it's going to have a lot to do with balancing things out. Partnerships and justice are going to be a priority. So this full moon is going to be shining a light on where perhaps you desire a partnership, you desire a marriage, you desire a balanced union of some kind. You desire a divorce. You desire some contracts coming in that solidify partnerships that are solid and balanced. And this full moon will also shine a light where you are already in connections that are not in that energy of balance. I'm trying to figure out why my hand's making so many shadows. I hate my new light stand. This new light thing I got going here, I gotta get a new one, but it barely lets me see the whole table. I'm like, anyway, shut up, stop complaining. Full moon energy, and we are gonna stay in a manifesting mindset, and I don't want to manifest more issues, so let me keep my energy light and airy, and let's clear the air real quick before deep grounding breaths. You can sit comfortably, eyes closed. I prefer so that you can really tap in within, or you can sit in any way you want. Take a deep breath in. And relax. Exhale. Another deep breath in. Feel yourself connecting to Mama Earth. Feel her strength and abundance. Exhale. Take another deep breath in. Connecting to your ancestral team, your spirit guides and ascended masters. And exhale. Letting go of any negative energy, any toxicity, let it all go. And take one more deep breath in. And exhale. My mind went somewhere else during that, you guys. I'm so sorry. Let's take one more breath in. Breathe in. Filling yourself with the light and love of Mama Earth. And exhale, letting go of any stress, any worries, any shame, any guilt, any sadness, any anger. Let it all go. And let's be here in this present moment where nothing is wrong. Or if it is, we ain't gonna focus on it right now. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. My mind just like wandered. And that has never happened before in the middle of doing breath work, for my mind to just be like blank, like start thinking of something else. So I don't know if that's like a little sign that we all might be a little bit all over the place mentally right now as a collective, and that it's time to pull that energy back in. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right into the pick a pile. At first I was sitting here like, should I give them the 5 tips now? You know, I could tell you a little bit more about what this moon could mean, and then do the 5 tips and the collective read and the breath work and everything separate. Yeah, so let's jump into that really quick. I know y'all said, what the blood clot? So this moon could mean a lot of things, guys, but primarily it has to do with relationship harmony, emotional imbalance, or bringing things in relationships into emotional balance, and releasing outdated patterns. This moon is going to show you the tug between the personal and your partner's desires. Like if you're in a relationship or if you're desiring one, it's going to bring in truth. It's going to show where you might have been too nice or you might have been too selfish. It's going to bring things to the surface. That's what this relationship means for the collective. And it primarily for the collective is on this channel is going to have a lot to do with relationship harmony at this time. So you might find anyone that you are trying to release who is a ongoing repetitive toxic pattern. They're going to probably be in your face until you get rid of them. If there is anyone who can bring you emotional balance that you've been avoiding or blocking off, oh, excuse me, they may appear. Um, and it's just going to be a time of communication, conversations, and trying to bring relationships that mean something to you into balance, and relationships that no longer serve a purpose in your life, allowing them to get justice or have their karma or whatever. All right. So that's the main thing about what this moon is going to be bringing in for the collective. I will do a collective read using Moonology cards. I will give the 5 tips like I usually do. And I will also also do the intuitive, why am I saying the intuitive? I will also do the guided visualization, but I think it's going to be guided affirmations. I'm thinking about doing that instead of visual. So, yeah. All right, so let's jump into this pick a pal. There's 3 pals, as you see. And this is urgent. Ooh, look, I'm banging the table. This is very urgent that you guys get this today. I really wanted you guys to get this read yesterday, but God said, my time, not yours. So you got 3 pals. They each answer a question. They each have a crystal. Pal number 1 is represented by this heart-shaped pink quartz. And the card, War and Peace. If you feel drawn to the card or to the crystal, that's where your message is. Pile number 2 is this cherry blossom star. I believe this is, cherry blossom agate star. And the card Illumination. Whoa. And we have my little spiral lapis lazuli. No, this ain't lapis lazuli. Labradorite. Whew. Trying to remember all these crystals, y'all. I'm telling you, it takes years. Labradorite crystal spiral. If you're drawn to this or the card that says Mother Mary, your message is in pile 3. Take your time. If you need to pause, take a look, and then come back because I'll be starting with pile number 1. Hey, pile 1, you were drawn to this pink quartz heart crystal and the card that says War and Peace. Now, this card is your advice for releasing outdated patterns, so I read it last. But the crystal of jump lets me know that this full moon may be having a lot to do with your relationships, and I'm feeling like how balanced they are between you and another person. This heart is whole, but doesn't feel full. It just feels like I've healed from past pains. Yeah, it almost gives the energy of someone that's conflicted. Like maybe you've been through some things that might have caused your mindset to shift or the way you see things, relationships or love or people in another light. Okay. When you get pink quartz, it is letting you know that it is a love energy around you and near you. So try not to be too guarded. All right, let's keep going. How is the universe bringing balance into your life now? Ha! Fearless. Can't get more blunt than that. And the observer. So how's the universe bringing balance into your life right now? I'm seeing whereas you may have at one point sat back and watched a lot of things happen, a lot of opportunities slip by you because of fear. You are getting a boost in that department of being fearless, of being able to go after the things that call to you. I do feel like you need confirmation that what you're leaping towards is going to work out, because that's what I'm hearing. If there's something that you're meant to take a leap at or just take a chance, be bold at this time, okay? Because you're being protected and guided. Now, the observer, let me look at the book for that card because I'm not 100% sure, but it does feel like watching and learning right now more so than doing. Even though fearless is like take that leap, but it's more so taking a leap towards something you would have been afraid to do normally that's actually calling to your passion now. So this says to be on the lookout for prosperity. Nothing passes by the observer unnoticed. She opens her eyes to the world and unexpectedly waits for abundance to cross her path. Oh, and expectantly. I said unexpectedly. I'm wrong. And expectantly, she waits for abundance to cross her path. Everywhere she goes, she sees opportunity for prosperity that comes her way. Never seeking, she is always watching with excitement to see how abundance will surprise and delight her next. So, it's like almost making a game of wealth. Like waking up every morning, let me see if I can see the money coming in or how it's happening or how it's going to manifest. It's like playing a game. Yeah, my group ones, there's some kind of way you can make some money during this moon phase that's unexpected. I'm just hearing like some unexpected way that maybe either someone from observing you or you observing somebody else do something that requires maybe brave is going to push you in that direction. All right, let's keep it moving. Where in your life have you been fairly treated unfairly? Why am I skipping the word un? I want to just see positive things. Where have you been unfairly treated and justice will prevail? Where can I put these? Happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. So you might not see it yet, but this injustice is already happening. So either it might have something to do with you and someone else, whatever this justice is you're waiting for, whatever it is, they're getting served. Okay, they're getting it. And so it is happening now. Fairy tale. Believe the impossible. Daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns, rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful stories we tell. All right. This is just confirmation that wherever you feel like you're stuck in, you can get free. Okay. You might feel like your movement is constricted at this time. You can't go far. You can't do this. You can't do that. And in order to do it, you probably got to sneak around. But at this point, they're like, do what you got to do. If you have to daydream it into manifesting, then do that. If you have to, just be hopeful. Excuse me. God, sorry I'm yawning like this. But yeah, there's something about how you've been unfairly treated when it comes to romance. Maybe a lot of your relationships ended, brought a lot of hope and then just end. Um, yeah, it's almost like this hopeful feeling that this one will work. Ooh, I don't know what's happening today. I'm hitting things, but it's like almost that feeling like this one will work, and then when it doesn't, it's like I knew it or I knew that. Let's see the last card: optical illusion. Hmm. Not what it seems, mirage, trap, unclear, visual effect, confusion, head trip, trick, hallucination, hocus pocus, sleight of hand, projection, and predictive programming. So I think where you've been unfairly treated is in relationships that seemed hopeful, but it was just people keeping you unclear. I'm getting not what it seems. So it's like maybe these relationships you would get into seem like fairy tales. They seem so wonderful and amazing. But now you're like, when does this mother effer get his? Because I've seen him and he don't look like he got his. Is what I'm hearing. Mm. I think I think the punishment for this person, if or anyone who has done something to you, who has been intimate with you, my pal ones, I'm hearing the punishment is they don't have access no more. So I guess like if they wanted to be like, hey, I'm booty call, you're like already in the energy of hell to the no. Let's keep it moving. So by the end of a week or 7 days, how will your life have changed or shifted? Adventure. Yeah, you'll feel more like you could get out there and do things. You'll feel more free. You'll feel like you have more time. You'll feel like there's a specific place calling to you that you want to see, that you have to get to. I just see you opening up to being more spontaneous, less rigid, and open to whatever adventures want to come in. New things. I see you traveling somewhere you've never traveled before, by the way, my ones. All right. The other question I asked was, where could unexpected communication come from and why? The Eight of Vessels. I'm going to see if I can fit all of these. Fearless is going to have to be sideways. So we have the Eight of Vessels reversed. The Sun was also reversed. The King of Swords reversed, which is the King of Blades. The Eight of Blades, which is the Eight of Swords. And lastly, the Hermit. Okay, Power Ones. Where could unexpected communication come from and why? Well, there's someone here that's angry. A King of Swords, a King of Blades could be an older man, could be a mature man, may have grays, may have a beard. I'm just seeing this person, King of Swords, um, upside down in this funk of like either trying to control everything, trying to rule over things, boss, be the boss, or well, this King of Blades here, this King of Swords is like maybe at one point they were emotionally blocked. They still feel like they feel stuck. Eight of Swords. But it's like they're trying to clean it up now. They're trying to get out of whatever had them feeling stuck. But it looks like it's somebody that maybe you walked away from or they tried to walk away from you. Whatever the case is, they can't get away. They keep coming back or they want to come back or they're still clinging a little bit because they're unhappy. There's something about you being like the sun in their life. And without you, they don't feel like, I just heard the song, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. I don't know if that's a song they like, but that's one that is resonating with how they're feeling right now. And the Hermit card is like they really feel like they're on their own. And maybe this is a good time for them to do some introspection, some spiritual self work, and you know, instead of just sitting and sulking. But at least it's upright, so it does let me know that this person is like seeking some spiritual truth. Maybe they feel like being drawn to you so much is some kind of spiritual connection, which it could be. But I'm hearing like they want to go on adventures with you. They want to go on these trips with you. They want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of it. That's what I'm hearing. You know, they want to be a part of whatever it is you got going on. So that's who you're going to hear from. Unexpected communication is somebody who seems to be emotionally closed off or they're pissed off with you and they feel stuck. Ooh, stuck in your energy or unhappy without it. It's weird dynamic there. This person, it's like they want to get out but they don't. I don't know. All right, and your card for advice was War and Peace. And the advice for releasing outdated patterns is to balance out logic with the heart. There may be some kind of battle within you right now where it's like you don't know whether to listen to your heart's calling or your mind's logic. And at this time, it's best to combine the two and see what you got then. You know what I'm saying? So right now they're telling you don't allow your mind to stifle your heart and don't allow your heart to overthrow the mind. Get them both to equally, yeah, to equally just be. I'm having brain farts, y'all. I'm up too early. Pile one, get some rest because, I mean, I'm usually a night hawk and I'm up late, yes, but this pal, I was yawning. I was struggling to stay focused. You might be having those same issues. And if you are, get some rest. All right. I'm sending y'all so much light and love in your journey. And I hope to see you again during part 2 to this session. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with part 2. See ya. Welcome to your session. You were drawn to the card Illumination, which will be read last for your advice. And this cherry agate blossom crystal. Now, I will tell you, being drawn to this pile, I do feel like there's something you've been praying for, wishing for, that this full moon's energy is pulling in. But I'm also hearing that some of you may be in a state of needing to bring joy into a situation and compassion. Something needs to heal emotionally, because this crystal promotes emotional healing. So it could be someone that hurt you, wanting to come back in, or you wanting to reach out to someone that has hurt you. But what they're saying is, get into an energy of peace. Yeah, just let it all go, all negativity, and you'll see that you'll shift timelines. You'll grow. Um, wow. But this is a great crystal for manifesting and for wish fulfillment. And if you're a fire sign, it's even more so potent. Okay, it's fire sign energy. Now let's hope I'm not gonna have a bunch of brain farts with you guys like I did with Power One, because I was getting drowsy. Okay. So Power Two, let's get into it. How's the universe bringing balance into your life now? Remember me, the divine mother within. Wow. I feel like you're getting some kind of assistance with they're bringing balance into your life through, I feel like, yin and yang energy, or you being able to balance your divine feminine and divine masculine energy. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing, but we're going to look in the book for that. And you also have the adventurer. You are meant to get out there. In fact, you are an archetype that will go out and get it. You're not going to sit and wait. You're going to go out and get what is meant for you. But let me get into, let me start back at remember me, divine mother within. I rarely use these cards. My God. So this oracle is a sign from the divine mother. She's helping you and guiding you from within now. She's heard your request for help and she's responding. Tune into your own inner wisdom and trust yourself. This is the way that you can allow her to help you. Oh God, excuse me, pal too. Oh sheesh. So if you're opening up to healing work, creative expression, or any way of putting your voice out into the world in service to love, the oracle comes to you as confirmation that you are meant to do this. Wow. If you are a channel for spiritual energy or communication, for divine guidance, or even seeking to walk the path of spiritual guidance for others, the divine mother is acknowledging that she will be, and already is, working from within you to support your work and to assist others to heal and grow. If you are doubting your ability to mother and care for yourself or others, remember that you have the love of the divine mother within. Trust your connection to the mother wisdom within. Wow. And the message at the top says, I believe in you. I will never leave you. I will never abandon you. I see the truth of you, and I know you are worthy. No matter how strong and grown up you become or how vulnerable and small you may feel, I love you, my own wild child divine. Trust in me, the divine mother within you, to guide, comfort, and nurture you into the beautiful fullness of your divine destiny. And this is a card about sometimes feeling like you're alone, not feeling like you belong, and make which can cause you to feel insecure and afraid, and um It's just meaning there's a need for a deeper connection or a reconnection with the Divine Mother. Wow, that's interesting. So it does feel like it's connected to divine feminine energy. And yeah, let's check out the adventurer. Me being lazy. Unexpected adventure, welcome change. Well, at least this group does welcome change. All right. You're being called to embrace change, especially as it relates to how you survive, how you receive your money. Perhaps prosperity has felt elusive up until this point, or maybe it has always been readily available to you. Regardless of your current financial reality, you are due for a change that will put you on a path to a greater level of wealth than ever before. This card is your sign to seek and embrace change, even if it takes time to adjust to this new terrain. Rest in the knowing that this adventure is leading you to the abundance you desire. Wow, that's deep. So some kind of unexpected adventure coming in for you, my pal twos. The universe is bringing an adventure in that is meant to bring some kind of balance between wealth and adventure. Like realizing that you can make wealth while off on an adventure and vice versa. All right, so yeah, this has a lot to do with the fact that you're due for a change that will put you on a path to a greater level of wealth than ever before. So I do feel like the universe is leveling you up financially, my group twos. Like your money is about to get really good, and I feel like you're getting assistance with tapping into this divine feminine energy because you're gonna need it in whatever you're doing. Maybe you're meant to work with children, or you're meant to reach younger people, or you're meant to be in this youthful energy. I don't know what it is, but you're getting some assistance there. All right. So let me take a look at where in your life have you been unfairly treated and justice prevailed. Hmm. So your flag, achievement, recognition, overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery, bragging rights, carry the day. Plans are coming to fruition, king of the mountain. So far, this is looking not like somebody sabotaged you, but like you overcame it all. So let's see what else there is. Maybe there's something else here telling. Happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. Ah, and what situation is this? And y'all don't got 669. I almost thought that was another six. Aries, energy in this reading, and Leo. And it says checkered flag, conclusion, outcome, finale, completion, verdict, settled, results, signaling the end, finishing first, achievement, culmination, final chapter, endings, and feeling relieved. And where have you been unfairly treated and justice is prevailing? Maybe your success and your recognition and your achievements have been overthrown, have been pushed to the back burner. Maybe people didn't want to see you succeed and they made it very difficult for you to succeed. Um, there could be some people doing it now. It says happening soon. So it could be some people who are going to try to do something to block your achievements, your recognition, or your mastery in some ways. But it's still saying achievement, culmination, feeling relieved. So it's like there's a bump or two you have to get over this week. And then by the end of the week, you'll be like, oh, what was I worried about? Thank God. Okay. But I do see something coming to an end and finishing so that something new can come in. And that is happening very soon. Okay. Alrighty. So by the end of a week, 7 days, how will my love life have shifted? And I said love life. I meant life. Life, not love life. Good Lord. This power, y'all must have really wanted to hear something about your love life. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Breakthrough. Ooh, we love this card, don't we? So wherever you've been unfairly treated, you're about to have a breakthrough. If it was in relationships, which is what they're showing, people treated you poorly, you're about to break through that. You're about to be your unique Pegasus self and fly and do all the great things that you can do that they can't, that they hated on. You're about to really do your thing, okay? Don't let anybody stop you from your breakthrough. You'll know when you're at it. You'll know. You'll be in a place with people in a position where you'll be like, oh my God, this feels surreal. This feels surreal. And then you'll realize, oh, this is really happening now. Okay? Trust me. Okay. Now, before I grab these second and last cards, I did want to take a peek at Remember Me. No, I did look at that. I did look at Remember Me, Divine Mother Within. Yes. Look at that, y'all. I can't do any more readings without getting sleep. I'm having like complete brain fog right now. Okay. So let's go to where we could expect, no, where could unexpected communication come from and why at this time? Knight of Vessels. Well, right off jump. Knight of Cups. That's who's coming from. We put him up there with the breakthrough, almost at adventures. Some of y'all might be here from Power One. All right, you have the Five of Sticks, which is the Five of Wands reversed. The Moon. The King of Sticks, which is the King of Wands reversed. And lastly, the Knight of Stones, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Pal 2. You have 3 different people showing up here. It could just be 2 and one is ready to make a move, but they're showing up as 3. Let me look at this. Okay, so where could unexpected communication come in from for you? Well, my Pal 2s. From somebody that was dragging they behind. We got the Knight of Stones here. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody that took a long time to come forward, and now they feel ready. They feel like they got everything perfectly right. I do see with the Moon here, there's some fears about doing that. They don't know whether or not you'll be receptive. Five of Wands reverse. There must be some competitive energy for you, or people, more than one person in a group is attracted to you. I'm just hearing like more than one person wants you, and some people are willing to be competitive and fight about it, and some people are just going to be out. This person's like, I'm out of here. She got too much going on, or he. With the King of Wands coming through reversed, it's not a good sign for person number 1, because I don't know, they're all in the same row as this, and it's giving me the energy that this is this person. This King of Swords, they can't get out of this energy of ego and needing their ego to be caressed by mates. So they have frivolous relationships. They always end up left alone at the end of all of them, wondering what they did wrong. With the Knight of Stones, one of the things is when they see something they really want and that's valuable, they move their behinds too slow. And this is to their detriment, suppressing feelings and running from energies that feel competitive. But someone's not going to run, because with this breakthrough, there's a Knight of Vessels having one with you. This is the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who's going to come in towards you and profess how they feel and everything. So I'm not sure if it's the King of Wands or the Knight of Stones, but King of Wands is reversed, so I wouldn't even deal with him. But you do what you feel is real. Okay? Do what you feel. That's what... No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm lying to myself. All right, Patu. Your final card is the card Illumination. And this is your advice for releasing outdated patterns. Now, it's interesting that the card Illumination came up on a day where we have the full moon. So I'm sure you're really, really going to be feeling it. But your message also says, for advice for releasing outdated patterns, your creativity is blocked at present because you are not expressing how you truly feel. To unblock your creativity, you need to express your feelings. Creativity is first and foremost about self expression. Every piece of art, no matter what the subject or style, is a self portrait. Express everything you feel inside you, good, bad, ugly, or beautiful. Everything is valid, so don't place judgments or restrictions on yourself. Your creativity has no boundaries apart from the boundaries you place on it yourself. Creativity is the essence of your life, and self expression is creativity's voice. Self expression heals and liberates you, it illuminates your mind and heart. All you need is to let your feelings come through. All right, so pretty much your advice for releasing any outdated patterns is to put everything that is outdated, everything that you've been carrying, everything that you need to let go of into your creativity. Shine a light on it in some way because there's somebody out there that could really use it. Write a song about it, dance it out, and videotape yourself if you feel secure enough. Write a poem filled with self-expression. But what's healing for you is when you are creative. Even if you feel creatively blocked, um, it's not really that you're creatively blocked. It's just a need your guides are saying for your inner to express itself in the outer. All right. And there's something about what you say, shining a light, like you being a light and just illuminating things so that people can see. I do feel like your time is really, if not you, I feel like you're starting this new cycle is like full throttle for you because in one, two, um, in two of these pictures, the sun looks like it's just rising into the sky. Okay. That makes me feel like you've already begun. So just keep doing what you're doing. All right, my pal twos. And that's what I got for you. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe. We're always welcoming new people into this family of light. And I don't think I said all of this at the end of Power Ones. I think I completely blacked out. But anyway, please remember to read the description. I have a free program that's going to begin soon, but it's only in my private Facebook group that you will be in the know or even be able to participate. So sign up. And yeah, on that note, I'm sending you so much light, love, peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with part 3. Maybe I did say it. I do remember kind of doing this part. Ooh, girl, I need some sleep. All right. See ya. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your session. You were drawn to the Mother Mary card. I read that last as your advice. So it's going to stay over here for now. And you were also drawn to this labradorite crystal spiral. And the first thing I heard is always protected, always been shielded through all your cycles. But now you finally come to the end of one that it feels like was very brutal, had a lot of moments in it where you might have felt like you were hitting rock bottom and you weren't going to rise back up. So I do want you to know that your guides are coming through to let you know that the spiral or a cycle that you felt like you were in has come to an end. So you, my dear threes, are literally at the threshold, okay, of stepping into this new cycle. Pal two's already in it, and pal one, it just felt like they had a few things to shed. But you guys here, yeah, you're right at the threshold, and there's something holding you back. It's a little bit of, I don't know if it's feeling like you're alone, not trusting spirit because you're like, oh, spirit said this before. How many times my ancestors going to say, this is my time, trust, this is my time, trust. But you got to really think some of those times you didn't trust. And even if you said, I do trust, in your heart of hearts, you were still like, but, because if in any part of you felt like, I knew I wasn't going to get it, or I knew this wasn't going to work out, or whatever, then you never trusted in the first place, okay? And that was a side note for somebody. You're not what? I know my phone is not trying to tell me I'm not charged up, and I just charged up. Anyway, we're going to keep it moving. So let's take a look. How is the universe bringing balance into your life now, my group one? I almost said group ones. Some of y'all here from group one, or you might have a message in that, pal. My group threes. Okay. So you have Blue Mother, Yellow Mountain, Gibbous Moon. This is interesting. Being that it's a full moon today, you have Gibbous Moon, Yellow Mountain, and Blue Mother. I will definitely have to read the book for this card, but what I'm picking up, it feels like growth, like moving past something that once felt like an obstacle. Yeah, it's like being at the threshold and finally feeling like I can step over it. But I don't know. That might be a side note for y'all. That might not be the exact message. So I'll read from the book. But you also have prosperous overflow. Oh my God. So let's take a look. Prosperous overflow is like one of the best you could get. So my pal threes, I don't know why you have not stepped over and had your breakthrough yet, because you're in a prosperous overflow. So that lets me know that there's something that's not working and it's not your money. And maybe you're thinking it's your money because something else is the problem. But it's giving me relationship, family, might be family issues, not necessarily bad. Could be someone passed away. You're still grieving. If you are, I'll send you my deepest condolences because grieving family members can be a lifetime of grief. So I don't know. Let me take a look at this. Why are you Blue Mother, Yellow Mountain, Gibbous Moon? That'll clear everything up for me and see if I was on point with what I was channeling. So the message says, I reveal the path of grace and sacred on sacred earth. Echo of ancient prayers sound forth from the holy mountain. The moon shall soon be full. That's interesting. Because I was going to say the gibbous moon is like right before the moon is full. So it's like maybe you're right there. Like I was saying at the threshold, you're right there when you're about to be illuminated. All right. So anyway, the moon shall soon be full and darkness filled with light. Victory shall be upon you, and the hope that I ignite in your heart shall swiftly become the joy of our celebration. Be serene, be peaceful, whilst the power of heaven and earth become the celestial horses driving the chariot of your soul to its divine destiny. So yeah, the gibbous moon is the time just before fullness. And that's why I was just thinking, like, I think that's where you guys are. Now, how the universe is bringing your life into balance now is they're going to be showing you where you could be holding on to something that you feel is being pulled away from you. Like it could be someone trying to leave. It could be a job position. It could be a place you've lived all your life. And they're saying it's time for you to let go because something more wonderful wants to come in. You have to trust in the goodness of life nurturing you. So right now, you're going through a process of being spiritually cleansed of fear and control. And that's why you haven't been able to cross the threshold yet. You still have to let go of some fear and fear comes from the inability to control an outcome or what's going to happen next, So you'll be able to blossom into the fullness of your being with curiosity and openness. Don't be scared by perceptions of disappointment or failure. These are just signs that the mind needs to let go of control and trust more unconditionally in the goodness of life. This will bring you greater joy than you had thought possible. All right. If you've had a long sickness, if you've had long emotional suffering, mental despair, any struggle that has tested your powers of endurance and faith, the testing time is drawing rapidly to a close and light will soon be pouring in. You can see that by the prosperous flow. But there are things you have to check in with yourself. Are you losing faith in people? Your trust and goodwill will be restored at this time because you're going to see people coming in and showing you that you do have good people around you. And you need to just trust in the goodness of life and leave the rest to God, to the divine. But the universe is bringing opportunities into your life right now for you to jump on. They're when opportunities are coming in for you right now, my pal three, they're meant for you to take action towards them, to feel inspired by your heart to do what you need to do. All right. Every action will be in alignment with the energy you need to have your breakthrough. Okay. All righty. So let's look at your prosperous overflow. I really don't think there's much to say, but I do feel like the universe is letting you know you are in alignment with prosperity, but you're not crossing over because there's fears of leaving behind things that are familiar, not trusting yourself, not trusting in spirit, things like that are in the way. So yeah, it's saying it's time to welcome in the flood of abundance. So the universe is bringing into balance your ability to let abundance in. Remember, I said that there's something in the way of things trying to come in right now, and I just told you what they were when I read that other card. So I hope you were paying attention. If you weren't, rewind back. But this card is letting you know that massive wealth is on its way, gaining momentum as it rushes to you. The card is asking you to be ready, like to get yourself ready to receive this overflow of abundance by expecting it, looking for it, and inviting it in. I mean, it's flowing to you inevitably at this point, but if you shut yourself off to it by looking back, by not trusting, not taking leaps towards the opportunities that come towards you, because of not trusting in yourself or in spirit, you're going to miss this abundance that's coming in. So one of the things the universe is saying, your spirit guides are saying, is you need to make a plan for what you will do with excess abundance that is flowing to you. That'll help you get in alignment with it coming in. It'll help you get comfortable with the idea of having more than enough as well. That's something we all could do. Start to plan for your abundance. That way, you're already getting mentally comfortable with the idea of having a great amount of money. And when you can get comfortable with that idea, then you are aligning yourself with the energy to call that in. So familiarize yourself with the feeling of having massive abundance before it arrives. By taking this time before the overflow to get comfortable with the idea of it, you keep yourself open to it and ensure that the prosperity can flow easily to you. And that's what we want. We want ease. Okay. So the universe is helping you to get yourself in alignment with this prosperity that wants to come in as well. And it feels like a lot, my pal threes. Okay. So let's see, where in your life have you been unfairly treated and justice will finally prevail? We have uncertain. At this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined. Perhaps you've been in situations where you were never clear of where you stood. Where did you stand in somebody's life? Did you have value to someone? Let me see, what else? Baggage, excess, unresolved issues held together, preparedness, pack rat, fearing separation, heavy burdens, responsibility, necessities, prepared to go, next phase, long journey, and my stomach was growling through this entire thing. There's some unresolved issue. There's something you're carrying at this time. Something that was a burden. And it's time for you to go to the next phase of your life to level up. However, this burden is still there. And that's what is keeping you from stepping across the threshold to having your breakthrough, is that you're carrying a burden here. Or might not even be a person. Why is my stomach growling now for you guys during you guys session? Anyway, there's something about being afraid to walk away or leave somebody or drop a responsibility you've been carrying, but it is too much. And I see you like worried. It could be some of you are worried about people that live a distance. You're looking across the ocean. There's bags here. There could be an issue that's being resolved at this time where you were unfairly treated by somebody that lives a distance from you. I'm hearing for some of you, this is going to be resolved. And right now you might feel like you don't know what's going to happen with a situation. For some of you, it could even be someone passed away and now you're stuck with all of their burdens and stuff. and unresolved issues. Scuba diver. And this is Pisces coming through twice. So this pile here, and you got 2 7, 7 7 Pisces, Pisces. It's very important that you work on releasing, forgiving, and healing. Okay, in that order: releasing, forgiving, and healing at this time from certain things. Even with scuba diving, they're telling you going within, observation, 0 point, self-examination, exploring the unconscious mind, in the void, desire to know, self-reflection, disconnecting, deep thoughts, subliminal. All right. So it's time for you to go within and see where you are using these burdens to fill a certain void, or these thoughts to keep you in a certain mindset that fits your narrative, where you hold yourself back from exploring new things and having new opportunities. So justice is about to prevail, where you're going to find that some of the load you've been carrying is going to be released. With these two here, Pisces, Pisces, you're going to be letting something go that's been very heavy and uncertain and not clear for a minute. And by really checking in on you, what is it you want? What do you really want to come in? That's how you're going to attract it in. All right. So get into your prosperous overflow energy and your divine feminine, whether you're masculine or not, honey. All righty. So by the end of the week, 7 days later, how will your life have shifted? Light. Look at that. That looks like somebody who has had a breakthrough. You're just going to feel very youthful, and as if nothing can stop you. Like you're just in the divine's light. And I feel like you'll be radiating that light, like just attracting in people. A lot of attention I see coming your way. But I see you not just feeling very light and free and not heavy and burdened, but some of you will find that in lightening your load, you are able to shine more brightly for people that need you in their lives. And that could be family members or strangers or friends. Okay. So last but not least, before I get to your advice, let's see, where could unexpected communication come from at this time and now, since that's hanging heavy over the collective? Where could it come from for my pile threes? You have the 4 of Vessels, which is the 4 of Cups reversed. Well, first sign I'm getting your communication could be coming in from somebody who is sad and depressed, who feels alone. Well, kind of alone. Let me see. We got the 10 of Sticks. This is the 10 of, but it looks like you might be somebody who help a lot of people or carry a lot of people, because it feels like communication is going to be coming in from people that you carry, people that you're responsible for, or whose responsibilities you've taken on. And when you put those down, they're going to go into this, oh my God, and pile 3 is not there for me anymore, and I need to lean on them. And you might hear from them. So if you've done this already, like pulled your energy back from anybody who you felt you were carrying or having to be responsible for, those are the people you're going to hear from this week. Queen of Vessels, Queen of Cups, Knight of Sticks. All of y'all got a lot of people that want to come in. That's the Knight of Wands. And then you have the Page of Stones, which is the Page of Pentacles reversed. Wow, pile 3. You have 3 people coming through. Pile 2 did as well. So you may be hearing from a few people, and let me tell you why. So you're seen as this Queen of Vessels, because at first I thought, well, some of you, you might hear from your mom or a mother figure or aunt or grandma, or this could be your mom coming through in this reading. But for the majority, this is you. You're the Queen of Cups. You're very emotionally grounded. You're very loving, caring, nurturing, compassionate, and giving, and creative. And the people that have I almost said used you. So some of you are getting used, and not really, these aren't friends, these are users. But those of you that is friends or clients or something, they see this in you. They know you're loving, they know you're caring, they know you're giving, and they kind of take advantage of that. You stay in this energy though, because spirit is dealing with these people. There's a Knight of Wands that's going to reach out. This is somebody that's probably been in and out already of your life, but now they're trying to come through as if they want to be stable, because they're not reversed. They're still doing something that's exciting to them and not really focusing on anything where it's a solid commitment, just like a quick get this done and go. But they're coming through like they're gonna make a move. Knights are in movement, so that means this person is gonna communicate to you. Page of Stones reversed. Somebody might come to you with a truth. If you've been waiting to hear from someone that you're attracted to, or you've been wanting them to push up or make a move, that's for my singles here and those that are, into situationships or poly. You have to know that there's a specific person. It could be someone younger than you or a little less mature, or it could be this Knight of Wands. But somebody wants to come in and communicate to you that they wanted to make an offer to you, but they don't feel they can. There's someone here that doesn't feel like they are worthy of you, like they put you on a pedestal, like you're so grandiose or whatever, grandiose, that they are like, they feel like they need to have a lot of money to be with you, and they don't feel like they have much to offer. Someone may be communicating that to you, that they are struggling financially. And I'm hearing also for some of you, the Knight of Wands that's been interested in you, probably coming in and out of your life already up to this point. You'll know who that is. It could be them that comes forward to tell you they have not committed to you because of a fear of losing money, something with money, not being able to have anything to offer you. But just know that anybody you kind of turned your back on, those people may be looking for you in the next 7 days. So keep your eye on your phone and know who to decline the call and who to accept. Okay. That's what you got coming in communication wise. So let's take a look at your advice for releasing outdated patterns, and hope that my stomach growling did not interrupt and won't continue to. And you have Mother Mary coming through with your advice. So let me see. First thing I'm hearing is like, just stay yourself, stay this Queen of Cups, stay this gentle, kind, mothering energy, and everything. You have the Labradorite, like you're being covered, you're being protected. So it's almost like it's safe for you to be soft. It's safe for you to be loving and compassionate. And anyone who tries to hurt you is going to get the karma of hell. Like they'll be sitting there in that tent by themselves wondering what happened. And yeah. So this is a message for you. It says, dearest one, I ask you to surrender the fear and anxiety you hold for a loved one's well-being. Trust. All will turn out for the highest good of all concerned. This current situation is simply part of your loved one's life experience and learning. A blessing eventually stems from this current event. Remember, at the heart of all creation, only love exists. Allow divine love to stir within your heart. Feel it move the earth and stars as the miracle of life forever unfolds. Have faith in the universal spirit of life and know that you and those dear to you are eternally protected. I shower your loved one with protective and healing light. So please do not worry. Remember, I said that protection. So pretty much she's giving more confirmation. If you're worried about someone, for some of you, I feel like you're worried about this Knight of Wands. I don't know why. It's just that she seems to be surfing towards him and he's not paying her no mind. But I'm hearing release fear. You're protected. Go towards what you want. And if it doesn't want you at that time, don't be concerned, because there's something better showing up. Like you got Mother Mary here. So that's like right up there with Jesus Christ. All right. You good. All right. My pal threes. I hope you'll be back for my 5 tips on how to handle the energy of this full moon, as well as the affirmation session I'll be doing along with the collective reading later on today. I'm sending you so much light and love in your journey. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, read my description, join my private Facebook group. I'm about to be doing a free workshop in there at the end of April. So you want to be in the group in order to be a part of that. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And I guess goodbye for now, but I'll see you all in part 2. Bye.